Hello, PMC fans. It's not time technically, but it is time once again for our weekly recap. And for the first time this season, people, I am not alone. Well, scratch that. For the first time this season, I am joined in this video by the person now supposed to be joining me all season for this video. He actually has the time now. The Phantom Baby is Phantom Perfect. Say hello to the one and only Phantom Base.
What is good, PMC fans and Phantom Force? This is Phantom Base, and I am glad to be back.
Not even bad, not even bad. Now, today, people, we go over the amazing week 3 we had. In my opinion, this week was ridiculous. Absolutely insane. The matches were great. I was hyped to see them all. And, I mean, we have some matches that a lot of people were wrong on. We've seen improvement, we've seen consistency, we've seen a little bit of it all. And with that, I think there's no better way to start than to just hop straight into the first match. With our first match, people, we will be covering the match between Maxx in the Maxximum Charizards versus RG, the awesome coach of the New York Metagross. Now, people, if you didn't get the chance to check this match out on Max's side, RG wasn't able to upload it yet, only because he works a lot and he just now got me the code to record it.
And he's a
And
horse.
yeah, he's also a horse, but to be quite frank, it's a little weird for me to try to record that up, seeing as how we're already in the week. And I mean, I'm a busy man, to say the least. But
Mm.
the score does not tell everything about the battle. First off, I would love to give a round of applause to Maxx. Maxx, you did great. You showed nothing but improvement. You made switches that you like. I just from this week to last week. Last week there were times in this battle where you would have stayed in and just let your mind die. But nope, you clarified what was supposed to take on what. You swapped out because of that, and you played a very good game. You actually were trying to make predictions. I mean, I was very impressed with what I saw. How about you, Tyler?
Oh, absolutely. I watched Max's side, and holy cow. Like, just the drastic difference between last week and this week is insane. He made such great switches, and that hit. And especially when he brought in Hitmonlee at one point, I really thought he could have cleaned up the game, or at least a good chunk of the game with it.
That's another thing, Maxx. I want to commend you on your use of Hitmonlee so far this season. Even though Hitmonlee is kind of easy to predict, that does not mean it is easy to stop. If you do not have a defensive ghost type, you're pretty much going to be ripped in half by Hitmonlee once that unburden is up. And you always are able to get it in a situation where all it has to do is fake out to bust that normal gym, and then just kick things
GG.
around. And yeah, RG, on RG's side though, we got to show him some love.
Oh, yeah.
Solid play on your part, my friend. You are now 3-0 on the season. You're continuing to play great. For your first league match on a 3DS, I commend you. You were able to notice what needed to be done to secure the win. Volcanion, again, just shows why it's absolutely devastating as a wall breaker. There's not too many switch-ins, no matter what mon you bring into Steam Eruption. Um, didn't really get a chance. So I don't even think Swallow hit the field
It didn't.
that match, but still using your just the simple fact that your Mega Venusaur Cresselia Volcanion core is ridiculous. Volcanion has all the offense, and then as soon as somebody sends in a threat to try to stop it, you can either send in Mega Venusaur or Cresselia to calm that down. And shout out to you for bringing in offensive physical Mega Venusaur this week with the EQ and the Pedal Blizzard. That was actually pretty interesting to see. But Maxx, man, keep it up, bro. You didn't even need any help. I mean, I don't think you necessarily changed up your sets, but a lot of the sets that you had previously were ones that would work decently in any situation. So I commend you on that. And I think we can move on to our second match.
Yeah.
With that, people, we go on to one of the more shocking results of this week. No offense to my good friend Kyle, but we have Kyle, coach of the Mesquite Mesprits, versus Akki, coach of the Portland Crobats. And Mega Metagross just came in and cleaned up house, securing a 5-0 as far as its kill death ratio. And it was absolutely insane. It was just coming in, murder something. Come in, murder something. come in, murder something. He plays that thing well. He's showing why it shouldn't be in the draft league format. And yeah, as far as Akki goes, I mean, he told me he was a little hungover when the match happened, but I'm not gonna use that as a way to downplay the way Kyle played. Kyle
Yeah.
did exactly what he needed to do to take over the match. Even though his team is all offense, he's using that offense in necessary ways to grab him convincing wins.
Yeah, and I will say that Aki's Mega Lopunny set was not very conducive to the Mega Metagross that he had to go up against. It was a fake out last resort set, so it was very interesting, but still, I mean, Aki still made some good plays, but at the same time, Kyle just overwhelmed him with Metagross.
Yeah, no, that last resort did like 12 to
Huh.
Metagross. So I was like, good lord. Metagross just drunk that. Oh my goodness. But seeing as how a lot of swaps were made this past week, next week should be very interesting. People look out for D-Pad's video where he covers all the swaps. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the bulk of the rest of the swaps for the season, unless somebody else is kind of not content with how their squad's going right now. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm pretty sure Adam isn't going to make any swaps at all. He's happy with how his team is, and he's playing it amazingly. So, I mean, I guess we just got to wait and see what happens.
Hmm.
But overall, Tyler, what were your thoughts on this match, my friend?
Well, I thought that first off, Kyle's play of Metagross one was just amazing because of the only thing that kind of funny is he kept using Meteor Mash over a more accurate move, but at the same time, Meteor Mash gets that attack boost chance, and he got it, and it just that's what sealed the deal at that point. It's kind of overkill, but at the same time, it was still there. And I was sad to see that Hoopa didn't do anything in this match either, because it could have easily destroyed Mega Metagross had it been scarfed or something. But
I believe it was scarfed.
no,
Or oh
Aki
no, yeah,
bluffed this one.
that's right. He called his bluff late game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but props to Kyle for, I mean, 5-0. Like, come on, I'm pretty sure now it's kill leader if it wasn't already before.
So usually
That
Metagross ends up being that.
yeah, that was ridiculous. 5-0 is absolutely beautiful.
It's one behind Genesect.
And Aki, just make sure you don't drink before your next match, all right, bruh? Don't want you having any drunken fantasies while you're supposed to play a match. Don't want you to miss out on playoffs because of that alcohol, bruh. JK,
Yeah.
JK, Aki's a good friend of mine, people. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just busting his chops. That's my boy. But now we'll
Yeah.
go on to match number 3, and with that we have the choke of the week, people. We have the Kansas City Kakunas and Adam versus Evil Orso. Now, what the reason why I say this is a choke, not saying Orso should have won, but Adam was clearly up in a situation where the match should have been a 3-0, and he literally threw it away. Like, he threw the match away completely, people. He tried to go for style points with his Genesect, and in the process, sacked off 2 Mons. So, Tyler, how do you feel about
Well, Adam was a horse for trying to go for style points. But I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, yeah, he should have easily just 3-0'd Orso and called it a day, but letting two of his mons go down to a Milotic was a little bit unnecessary. But overall, I think the match was pretty good. I mean, at the same time, it seemed pretty one-sided from the beginning. So
Yeah, man, I hear you. I absolutely agree with you. I want to just give Orso some shout outs because normally he's the type of person to run the same stuff all the time. Now, when I'm saying that, he always runs Scarf Maxi Mints. Always. Always, always, always runs Scarf Moxie Mints. He doesn't mix it up. He doesn't utilize Intimidate Dragon Dance. It's just Scarf Moxie. And I can't necessarily say always, we're only 3 weeks in. But the 3 weeks, the weeks that I've either had to gin for him or trade him his team, it has always been Moxie Mints. I want to give him a little shout out as well for his Chestnut set. His Chestnut had Dragon Claw. Knowing that
crazy.
Latias was going to be the main switching into Chestnut every single time, he packed Dragon Claw on it to do a little bit extra damage. And
Which
it
was
actually did a
great.
lot of damage because Chestnut just happens to be a monster.
Yeah.
Um, but other than this was pretty much a match that was in Adam's control the whole time. He just went for style points and literally sacked Mons off for no reason.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
All right, all right, all right. Now let's go on to recap match number 4. Wow. Now this match was hype. In the upcoming not the upcoming, but the passing It's Time video where I said I was kind of iffy on picking Trev because he let me down before and he only picked up a win against Maxx. Well, if you watched that video, you would know that I went ahead and I picked Jack, coach of the Maryland Mienshaos, to beat Trev this week. Not saying that Trev is an amazing battler. He's a very good battler. He took over for Stab and actually won Season 1. But Jack showed why he is also a very, very good battler. And
Yes.
Jack was able to send in Sylveon and wreck lives.
Yeah, no kidding. So I actually didn't get to catch this match, but I need to go back and watch it. But man, oh man, did I hear stories.
Yeah, no, so for this match, Trev was pretty much in control for a while. Um
And then Sylveon came in, it looks
Yeah,
like.
Jack. I mean, there was some hacks because there was a situation where Jack got his Scarf Hydreigon in for free, and it was going to drop a Draco on Kyurem, but it missed. So his Kyurem
Oh,
was able to kill Hydreigon with Ice Beam. But then that allowed Jack to go into a Sylveon with Nidoking in the back and literally just Wish Protect up and destroy everything with Hyper Voice. Yeah, it
golly.
was it was actually ridiculous. Sylveon ended up going 4-0 in that game.
That's crazy.
It caught a kill on. I'm trying to
You
remember
call
what exactly it got a kill on.
Audino,
It killed Audino, it
Tornadus,
killed Luxray, it
Tornadus, and
killed
Kyurem.
Tornadus, and it killed Kyurem.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it actually put in a lot of work. My boy Jack did not let me down there. I was so close to making that my lock of the week, but for reasons unseen, I chose not to, and I went with a safer match, which I actually got, which was Adam versus Orso. But very good match, you guys. That was by far my choice for match of the week, if just by matchup alone. And with that, we go on to match number 5, people.
Yeah.
This match we have the Baltimore Oriolus and my friend Choice CJ versus another one of my friends, Roshan, coach of the Detroit Solgaleos. Now, this was literally a tale of CJ knowing how to take advantage of his switch-ins. Um, Skarmory was his switch to Excadrill 100% of the time. It was a switch into Staraptor 100% of the time. It was even a switch into Mega Diancie 100% of the time.
Oh
And
my.
he wasn't able to get over that. The combination of that and Mega Sableye was too much for Roshan to be able to get past. Even though there was a situation where if Roshan had clicked Hydro Pump, his Rotom Wash would have cleaned up the rest of the game. He ended up, I think he clicked Volt Switch to get him out of there, which basically gave CJ the match 100%. I'd have to look to remember it, but I know there was a situation where CJ was very low on health, and the Hydro Pump 100% would have took out his Sableye, but Roshan ended up not going for the move, and it was CJ was able to capitalize on it and grab the win. But he played great with the Mega Sableye. He abused Skarmory. Good swap for him, by the way, because if it wasn't for Skarmory, Excadrill would have been able to rip his team a new one.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah. I mean, Roshan, you're not doing bad at all, my friend. You just gotta do a little bit more thinking. Like, I mean, I understand Volt Switch was a safe play in that situation, but if you had hit Hydro Pump, his, uh, his Sableye would have died, and then all you had left to kill would have been Skarmory and Sneasel.
Oh my.
How do you feel about this match, Tyler?
Well, I was looking through it and say because I haven't seen this match, but I heard about the Rotom Wash misplay, and yeah, I completely agree. If he had, let's say that would have been easy pickup for him killing Sneasel and Skarmory with a Rotom Wash. I mean, that doesn't sound like a difficult feat, but I mean, at the same time, in the moment, it's kind of difficult to really call that. So, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Roshan's on the lesser end of the league right now. I don't think he was able to pick up a win, but that does not mean he's not going to be able to pick up a win going forward. I wouldn't say he's necessarily getting. Eh, I don't see Roshan as a bad player. He plays well. It's just sometimes it's one play he could have did that he doesn't do that changes the entire course of the match for him, and that's the only thing I feel he has to be able to pick up on. But at the same time, I mean that happens to everybody. Sometimes you can either go out on a limb with that risky play or
Yeah,
play it safe and then be punished for it.
yeah,
So yeah, the last match of the week this week, people, was Dolphin Coach of the Voltgate Zoroarks and Spencer Coach of the Washington Talonflames. Now, this match, Vaporeon was just able to sit in and soak up everything Spencer wanted to do. It was actually insane. He played his Vaporeon well as his Vileplume. Everything that his Vaporeon didn't wall, the Vileplume walled. And he used both of those in succession. He won in a very handy 4-0. That battle was very interesting. I didn't think it was going to. I thought it was a lot closer from how they reacted to it in the chat.
yeah,
Because Dolphin, the first thing Dolphin said was Spencer's a very good battler. So I'm thinking it's like a 1-0. And then I watched the match, and it's a 4-0. So Dolphin, you're a troll. And yeah, a good win for Dolphin. That was one I feel he needed to help get him back on track as far as playing at a high level. And I feel as if now he has no excuse to try to continue this momentum and play a little bit better.
yeah. And on that note, I actually have to roll out. But thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and listen to him some more.
I mean, the Phantom Pony is disappearing, people. Say goodbye to him. Check out his channel as well. Goodbye, Tyler. If you didn't already leave, you horse. I think he left, people. No worries, no worries. But yeah. So this match was very interesting, very very interesting indeed. Dolphin was able to pick up a very good 4-0, and it moves him. I'm not sure. Was he able to? Yeah, I think now he's 1-2. So now he's on up and up. I think both of these two teams now are 1-2. But with that, people, I feel like the recap part is over. Now, as we're ending this, I just want to go ahead and make an announcement because everybody in the league is clear. We have shortened the league. Originally, the D League was going to be 10 weeks long. It is no longer 10 weeks long. It will be 7 weeks long as far as the regular season, with playoffs being included. This because it was just getting a little tedious trying to manage the whole thing in the situation that we currently were in. So, people, don't take this the wrong way or anything like that, or don't feel like we're trying to rush the season or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just making it shorter makes it easier for everyone involved, and it gives us time to build and get ready for season 2 as well. Now, people, if you did indeed enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like button, subscribe to all the analysts, subscribe to all the battlers, the competitors, and make sure to show the channel some love as well for the league. If you want to be a part of this league, people, um, follow the league Twitter at Pokemon Masters Cup Official. I will most likely link that in the description. I might have to add that to the description as well. But we have an official application on our website. And with that, when I open up the applications for new analysts, new players, stuff like that, you guys all get a fair shot in trying to join the league. Now, I'm not going to sit here and ramble anymore, people. I am Jspeckz. Tyler was here. I'm going to get on out of here, people. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in.